Alright guys, I'm just going to take this video just for you guys to see, because I want you guys to see what he looks like now. He looks a little different from his pictures that were taken back in 2011, the pictures that are posted and the videos that are posted of him originally. For one thing, he's darker, and when the cats get heavier, they get darker, and sometimes older, they get darker as well. So he's a little bit of a darker looking kitty at this moment. He's just under 17 pounds, so he needs to lose about 3 to 4 pounds. That has to be done gradually and carefully. So I've already started him on a light kibble, and we'll see if he eats that. I've offered him some wet food here as well. Wet food only is a great way for cats to lose weight, but they have to be willing to eat it, of course. So that's another possibility. He is hissing a little bit at me. Again, remember that this is a cat who spent the last 4 to 5 years in a home, out with other cats and dogs and people, and not been caged at all. So here he does have to stay in a cage in the beginning. And typically we do keep them in the cage for the first couple of days, the first couple of days. And that's because we really have to make sure that he's using the litter box, that he's eating and drinking, that he's settling in. You can't just kind of bring him home or bring him to a new environment and kind of plop him down loose in a large space and expect him to be fine. Particularly when that large space is not a home. So this is the center, it's not the same. So he is hissing a little bit at me, and I'm not going to spend time scritching him and loving on him and carrying him around and showing you that, because that's taking liberties with him that he's really not ready to share with me. It's very important when cats are nervous and stressed and unsure to let them choose when they want attention and choose to approach you when they're comfortable and not insist upon it. So picking him up, something that you don't want to do really until he's ready, until he's very comfortable in his environment and with himself. And right now he's not, he's nervous. So I'm not going to do that on the video. But I do want you to see what he looks like. The good news is that he's been in a home where he was well loved and cared for, and the information that we have, we're very confident is accurate information. So you have to sort of go with the belief and the buy-in that what we are told about him is true and will be true again once he's back in a home. But there's an adjustment period, and the adjustment period here at the center a little bit longer and slower and more difficult for the cat than if he were even in a foster home. So that's this guy. Just wanted you to see what he looks like now so that you can see. But can you see that he's closing his eyes? That's a sign of trust. Cats in the wild, when they're nervous, they will not stop staring or will not blink because they don't want an attack during the moment that they blink. When they're at least comfortable enough to blink, that means that he is trusting enough of the situation that he knows he can look away for a minute. So he is doing this. He's doing quite a bit of blinking. So that's a great first step for the first night that he's been here, and I'm confident that he will revert to being the wonderful boy that he was pretty quickly.